The Man with the Yin-Yang Eyes. Season 2. Episode 24. The person who came to save us was no stranger. It was the beautiful policewoman Valentine. It turned out that right after the jar of bloodworms was destroyed, the witchcraft on her arm disappeared. Now the doctors were able to control the poison. Right after she recovered, she went to Thailand to find us. Thanks to the cooperation of the police of both countries, she finally found and saved the two of us who drowned. As soon as I got on the boat, I asked about Miss Valentine's arm. She said her arm has gradually recovered. Her health has also recovered extremely quickly. She also said that she is very grateful that we did not mind the danger and came all the way here to save her. Don't be subjective. The poison of the blood plasma is extremely dangerous, can't be underestimated. When I return to the US, I will bring you the body of the blood plasma and burn them up. After that, the remaining toxins in the body are completely eliminated. Hearing what Big D just said, Miss Valentine was not only not afraid but also laughed. Don't scare me. Maybe the remaining poison in my body will make me stronger, such as having more superpowers. At this time, Nak Han also did not forget to inform us of extremely important news. The case was thoroughly investigated. We were declared innocent in that case. Solving this case also helped her receive a lot of praise from her superiors. She also said that she put her trust in the right person. After taking the earliest flight to the US, we met at a restaurant to celebrate. Everyone is happy and excited because they have overcome the storm. All distance now seems to be erased. The three of us decided to drink together until we got drunk. No one will come back if we don't get drunk. At this time, Ms. Valentine has completely trusted and considered us as close friends. This is also the first time I drink this much. It was hesitant at first, so I only drank Coca-Cola. But then, because I was so happy, I switched to beer and finally drank brandy. I didn't expect your drinking capacity to be so good. It surprised me. Do you think only you guys know how to drink? Honestly, this is the first time I drink so freely. You two are my life-saving benefactors. Of course, I have to drink to the fullest. Big D, at this time, pulled my head back. Do you know this trip to Thailand? I am the hardest one. The life of this squishy is also saved by me. I also destroyed the worm blood jar. Do you think I'm very important? At this time, Big D started to show off his bragging skills. He recounted the match with the silver-haired assassin, then how he beat him, as if he was the one who knocked the killer down. And when talking about Wong, he said that just snapping his fingers would make him lie down, and I just followed along to help with the errands. At this time, Big D has started to get drunk. He talks without logic at all. I can only shake my head in disgust at his muddy level. But it's worth it. On the last trip, Big D experienced going through a lot of different emotions, so just let him be at ease. I have to go to the bathroom to pee. You two wait for me. This damn fat guy has no tact at all, speaking in front of women without grace. As soon as Big D left, Miss Valentine came around to me and sat in the chair that Big D had just sat on. She leaned close to me and said, "Thank you." Maybe Ms. Valentine was drunk now, but for me, since growing up, this is the first time having a beautiful girl on me. I didn't know what to do. My face was red at the moment. Fortunately, I was drinking, so no one saw it. At this time, I was really embarrassed. I could only turn my face away to avoid Valentine's hot gaze. I told her that what I just did, anyone can do it for my friends. If it was someone else, I would be willing to help. Seeing my attitude like that, Valentine got closer and closer. Suddenly she leaned close to my ear and asked if I had a girlfriend. The unexpected question made me freeze. Not knowing how to answer, she continued saying that she wanted to give me a kiss as a thank you. Oh my gosh, why am I so lucky? Even though I'm shy, I can't resist her offer. So Valentine started to approach me. For me, this situation can only be met in a dream. Now I can feel the softness and warmth from Valentine's body. It makes my whole body tremble. I feel like I'm floating in the sky. I am over 30 years old, but this is really the first time I feel this feeling. When I glanced over, my eyes met Valentine's plump and indifferent lips. The warm breath blowing into my ears made my skin goosebumps. This moment I affirm that I will never forget it for the rest of my life. But a noise like thunder threw me from heaven back to earth, and Miss Valentine was too drunk to take it anymore. She put her head on the table and made a loud noise. Seeing that I could only sigh with regret, oh my God. I immediately helped Valentine to the next seat and asked the waiter at the restaurant to keep an eye on her. And I wanted to go to the bathroom to find Big D. From the time he entered there until now, he never came back. I don't know if it was because he was so drunk that he was lying there. But my prediction was wrong. Big D hasn't collapsed yet, but he's really drunk. He approached a person who was peeing, repeatedly pulled out his business card and gave it to the man. Being bothered by Big D, the other man was extremely annoyed. Seeing that the other man refused to take it, Big D immediately turned to invite someone else. This time, he went over to invite a big guy, who was also extremely annoyed. I rushed to stop Big D, or he would beat Big D, knowing that Big D was drunk. Even though he was upset, he still spared us. What are you doing? Let go of me. That brat can't do anything to me. You call him here, I'll beat him up. Big D was so drunk he was shouting loudly. He raised his hand to push me away. Because I wasn't prepared, I was pushed against the wall. At this moment, an unexpected thing happened. As soon as I touched the wall, I felt a cold air like ice penetrate my body. This feeling made me startle. Then I could feel an angry ghost rushing towards me from behind the wall. Based on my intuition, I guess that it has been confined within this wall for a long time. I instinctively turned around, but the ghost was gone. I moved closer to check the wall. Just at this moment, a gunshot startled me. I quickly took Big D out to find Valentine. I almost wanted to run away when I got there. Miss Valentine was sitting at the table, loudly threatening the waiter. He looked like he was trying his best to dissuade Valentine. Poor waitress, the gunfire was from her shooting into the sky. I didn't expect women to be so muddy when drunk. Right now, I don't feel happy at all. I just want to cry out loud. On the left, Big D is constantly shouting that he is a super mage and constantly throwing out his business cards. On the right, Valentine is also unstable. She even said she would go as a model to show me the catwalk, then I had to give her a comment. I also really give up on these two. Then I called a taxi to take Valentine back first. After seeing her come in, I returned home with Big D. Big D is so drunk now, he can't sit anymore, but sometimes he still mumbles something. I listen attentively and know that he says he will try to find lanterns containing Wen's soul. Hearing that, I could only sigh and say a few words of comfort to him. I don't know if he heard what I said, but I will definitely help him find the lanterns so that Wen's soul can escape. Maybe this is the only thing he can do to comfort Wang. In the past, he couldn't save Wen. Now, only making Wen truly rest will make him less regretful. In his heart, although Big D is a heartless person on the outside, he is actually a very emotional person. Wake up, this lazy guy. This is a very lucrative case. Hurry up and discuss with me. Just early in the morning, Big D came into my room shouting loudly. Seeing that I hadn't woken up, this damn guy did a pervert. Damn fat. Why did you wake me up so early in the morning? Did you win the lottery? I yawned and asked Big D, what won the lottery? "Hurry up and get dressed. We went back to the restaurant yesterday." I was still bewildered when Big D continued. "Do you remember yesterday before returning? I threw a lot of business cards there. Early this morning the restaurant owner called me and wanted us to come over there to help. He handles a few things." While talking, he took clothes for me to wear, and kept urging me to hurry up. After that, we quickly had breakfast and went to that restaurant. This restaurant does not pick up customers in the morning, so it is quite convenient for our work. More than anyone, after last night's incident, I know for sure that there is a problem here. And Big D, he has regained his inherent optimism. Now he is extremely excited. Maybe after this case, he will become a loyal customer of this restaurant. After entering the restaurant, Big D met the restaurant owner to discuss more things. Taking advantage of that time, I looked around more closely to see if I found anything. At this time, the restaurant owner began to tell me what happened, and I listened attentively. It turned out that recently the restaurant employee said that he had seen a ghost, which made him extremely confused. That day, while cleaning and collecting garbage, he carried 2 large garbage bags towards the toilet. Suddenly, a gray hand appeared from the wall, as if trying to grab him. He saw this, he was very surprised and scared and quickly shouted. Not only that, but the ghost also poked his body out of the wall, leaping out to grab the employee. At this time, he was so scared that he ran away frantically. In a panic, he fell to the ground and screamed loudly, but when he looked back, the ghost was gone. Hearing the screams, the restaurant owner immediately ran to see what was wrong. When he arrived, he immediately saw his employee sitting on the ground, his face lifeless. After a while, he regained his composure and told his boss how he met the ghost. He pointed to the wall and said the ghost came out from there. Hearing that, the restaurant owner immediately approached to check, but he did not detect any suspicious signs. Although the employee claimed that he had actually seen a ghost, his boss did not believe that there was no ghost in this world for him. The restaurant owner then said that maybe the employee was overworked and had hallucinations. To give him peace of mind, he sent him home early and told him to rest well and return to work tomorrow. After the employee left, the restaurant owner was left alone to check the income and expenditure books. But he soon realized that something was wrong right next to him. It was vague at first, but it became more and more obvious that caught his attention. Suddenly he glanced at the bottle of wine next to him, and he was startled. From the reflection in the wine bottle, he could see a man standing by the wall, which his employee just said he saw a ghost coming out of. The restaurant owner was a little startled. He immediately went to the wall to look better. But it was so strange that there was only a wall there as soon as he turned around. At this time, he began to doubt that what he saw was related to what the employee said earlier. Because he suspected that this place really had a ghost hiding, he picked up the business card that Big D left behind. He called us to find out the truth. After listening to the restaurant owner's story and what I saw last night, I can confirm that my judgment is not wrong. I immediately turned to Big D. "Hey, did you bring your tools?" At this time, I saw the toolbox in Big D's hand. "Don't worry. How can I forget? Everything is ready, you can start." I immediately took a bunch of dried wormwood and lit it on fire. Seeing what I was doing, Big D immediately knew I was using this method to detect unseen bodies in an enclosed space. After I burned the bunch of wormwoods, Big D immediately used a piece of cardboard to blow the smoke around the room. Indeed, this smoke was very unpleasant. I was reluctant to bear it, but Big D did not stop coughing. The smoky smell of wormwood leaves suddenly became strangely foul. It was like the smell of a decaying old corpse. The two of us felt sick and nauseous as soon as we smelled it. Both of us didn't need anyone to say a word, putting our hands up to cover our noses. Why is there such a strong smell of corpses? Have you ever encountered this? But then Big D suddenly fell silent and did not ask me any more. He was extremely surprised by what was appearing in front of his eyes. That's right, the wall appeared traces of human form, faint at first but becoming more and more obvious. At this time, I can confidently say that there are dead bodies hidden in this wall. We quickly called the police. They immediately sent policewoman Valentine down. Perhaps her superiors have now assigned cases like this to her by default, and soon Valentine arrived at the scene. As soon as she arrived, she asked me about the situation here. After telling all I knew, I asked her if she was okay. The policewoman said that she had not been so drunk for a long time, although she was less tired now. But she still has a terrible headache. I think she probably doesn't remember what she did yesterday. After asking a few more questions, we put aside the personal matter and focus on the main thing. After examining the wall, Ms. Valentine immediately called the police station to send another officer. He brought down the sledgehammer to break the wall. We were now standing in the back, very nervous.